Okay, that started. Okay,
Recording, okay, we're out of executive session, we're back in the regular meeting. And that brings us to action.
yeah, you just mentioned that no votes were taken during executive session.
No votes were taken during executive session. That brings us to agenda item 8, which are action items. I will entertain a motion to establish the engineer 1 and 2 positions, job descriptions, and also the gas service compliance officer job description. You're ready,
I'll say,
okay, I'm sorry, Bill, I'm looking at it. All right, thank you, Bill, and thanks, Michael. All right, I have a first and a second. Is there any discussion on the 3 job descriptions that we motioned? Hearing none, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed say nay. Are there any abstentions? All right, the motion carries. All right, brings us to agenda item 9, other business. Is there any other business to come before this committee this evening?
I just thought that was interesting that Eversource would have that advertisement on West State Street in Knowles, you know?
Yeah,
But it's good. Don't get me wrong. I think it's important and it's good. But I was surprised to see it in Knowles, you know. So it was alerting people to customers if they smell gas to call 911.
They could advertise and be not look like a billboard somewhere.
Yeah, it's a
billboard.
Yeah, on West State Street.
so they probably just, go to some advertising firm who's got 100 billboards throughout the state.
Yeah.
I said, maybe they're trying to cut it out.
There was another public service ad a while back that had cars driving in Franklin Square. I can't remember what it was, but there must be some ad agency that's doing stuff.
But, let's get, their advertisement helps us and.
Yeah, right.
And,
You guys do a great job too. You said you explained what you guys do.
yeah, we have a pretty comprehensive plan
That's good.
for public awareness and training of our first responders and all that. Yeah.
And, I got my geothermal heating and running a few weeks ago. And so far it's working out fine.
Great.
No fuss, no muss. I also have a heat pump water heater. So there's all kinds of little things they don't tell you until you, buy it and plug it in. And they says, okay, so this water heater now has got a heat pump and it's gonna be, 10 times more efficient than this old thing that made a fire. But the old thing that made a fire would recover the hot water in like 30 minutes. This one takes like, all day.
Really?
Oh, yeah, yeah. So first they gave you 80 gallons. Okay, so it's an 80-gallon hot water heater, but it has a backup electric heating, elements in there. So if you need hot water in a hurry, you just turn on the old-fashioned electric. And electric heat is not the best way it's the worst way to go.
Yeah.
So it's great as long as you're not using it.
Wow.
Yeah, as long as you're not using it, it's great. It's so efficient. Look at this thing.
So what's the temperature in the house? Is it warm?
Oh, yeah, it makes plenty of heat, yeah. Well, we'll find out when it gets really cold, I'll let you know. I have a wood stove, if all else fails, but it's supposed to put out enough heat. It's a 5-ton heat pump, so it should put out plenty of.
So you're on the cutting edge and back to primitive heat.
Yes,
That's it.
Let's figure out.
I have a little story, if I can.
Yeah.
I'm converting, we have a wall hung propane burner right now. It tends to break down 2 or 3 times every winter, it's like around 10 years old. We just haven't been reliable for my HVAC guy says. It seems like the nature of the beast. So I'm very frustrated with it. And I said, I want redundancy, I don't want to have to get something fixed in January 10th when it's 0 degrees outside. I want to be able to flick a switch and turn something else on. So our house has central air. It has an upstairs and downstairs carrier unit, which is on 2 pods in the back of the house. So he suggested, we could put 2 heat exchangers in there to replace the air conditioning.
Heat pumps, yeah.
A heat pump.
Yeah.
And that's what we're gonna do, okay? And then we can still use the propane wall mounted thing for heat, because it's probably a little more efficient. But now we've got a second heating system, right? So we've got redundancy. And Once I get that, I'm gonna get solar panels on the side too. So conceivably, I don't know how much solar panel power you can get, but I mean, conceivably, you could get enough to maybe heat the house. I don't really
Well, for
know.
a typical
House,
house.
no, it's electricity, they don't really sell any solar heat anymore. But if you have heat pump, yeah.
No, yes,
it'll
it'll buy
feed the heat
electricity.
pump. Yeah, it'll feed the heat pump.
Yeah,
Typical house, they recommend about 6 kilowatts. And you can go more, depending on the size of your roof, or.
Our standard installation, we max it, we max allow for a residential home at 10 K.
Okay,
I don't know what that means.
that's just the capacity of the panels. So I think for 6 kilowatts, it's a 20 by 20 panel, I got a figure. So you work on the math.
My electric bill runs around $270 a month and that's without direct heat, but it is powering the propane burner.
Yeah.
So I'm not sure how many panels you need. Let's say it's 300. How many panels do you need to cover $300 a month of electricity? Is it 6? Is it
So
7?
it depends on how, where your roof is aimed.
Yeah,
It's
where
got a
it's
pretty good southern exposure.
and how much trees are in the way and things like that, yeah.
There are.
Okay.
It's got a perfect southern exposure.
Nice,
We cleared out the whole backyard.
nice.
And then Generac, for example, that was doing solar panels and batteries as a combination.
Yeah.
You like the batteries. We saw that, but I don't like batteries.
Batteries are expensive. I don't like this.
Well, what they do is you're not, you're at work, you're not, and the sun's out, so you're not using electricity.
Yeah.
And it's, it's offsetting hardly anything. And then come home,
At 5 o'clock,
dark.
you need it, yeah, the sun's going down, right, that's the big problem, so you really have to store it,
so it makes it a little more efficient when you have batteries.
but they're expensive.
But just, yeah,
So,
but
working on it.
when you talk about solar, we're seeing a lot more in the city right now. But we only reimburse wholesale costs, not net metering in Norwich. So it's not as lucrative as in other towns, so a lot of the solar people who do the leases will not work in Norwich.
I'll have to ask you about it when I look into it.
Yeah, we definitely are with the experts, and we can connect you right out.
You're still reducing your carbon footprint if you do it,
Absolutely, yes.
right? So it's a good thing for the environment.
For the environment, yep.
But even if you're not really making any money on it, it's a good thing.
Well, the other thing you might, because it's our big program, is look at an HVAC system. And maintain your propane as well, so that you would have redundancy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm not giving up on the propane,
The heat pumps are cheaper than the propane right now for heating your house.
even when it's really cold.
We haven't had enough time to really prove it out. They are doing these in Burlington. And we've only, we haven't had a really cold snap here since we've been really promoting these,
Yes,
but they work in Burlington, Vermont, so I would imagine they're working here.
and they're actually cheaper than the propane or natural gas.
Yeah, but what I've heard is, while they work, they're cheaper down to about 20 degrees.
Yeah.
And then below 20
That's what I
degrees,
heard.
oil or propane is cheaper.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Right.
I still need propane for my backyard AC in England. You know,
But if you kept
I
the
still
propane,
get
but if you kept the propane and had that set to go, only kick in when the, thermostat's not high enough. And have that primary be your heat pump, then you're all set.
It could be set up that way where it kicks in.
They can, yeah, they can recommend it, and an NPU will pay $1,000 if you do that, right? $1,100.
Yeah.
They'll pay for the
You do the heat
control.
pump.
They'll pay for the
We'll
control,
pay for the controls, that's it.
and also pay per ton for the heat.
Yeah.
$100 per ton. But it's a good deal, pays about half of it.
And what's going on now, the NPU has an incentive program, but now the federal government has a tax incentive program too, so.
Right. It pays for a lot of it.
Well, my guy got an estimate, and was paying for over half.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was very impressed.
Nice system.
So I don't know about the solar, but I'm definitely going for the heat exchangers. Just for redundancy, the reliability, it's worthless. I'm in the middle.
The solar's more feel good than save a lot of money.
You just don't want to have redundancy that both depends on electric because you lose your power. I mean,
Well, it is, you can't get away from that unless you get a generator.
yeah, but I mean, I always lived in the city, until we bought our current house. And we lost power at one point, and the thing that stunned me, I should have known it. The toilets didn't work because we have a well. And
Yeah.
because we have a well,
Yeah, right,
we have the pump.
right.
And the furnaces don't work either, even if they're natural gas. I
Yes,
got
that's
those
right.
electric.
That's right.
So those are the things that get you.
What was that doesn't work?
The controls on modern heating
Yeah.
systems. You know, the old ones were, you know, pilot light and, you know, and they didn't need any electronics. Everything new is electronic ignition.
You got nothing without electric, you might have water. So
If you have city water.
The only city.
You got city water, which.
And we have generators on everything, so we've never run out of water.
Yeah.
All right,
That's
I
all
will,
you're gonna
I will entertain a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Second.
Thank you. All right. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
We are adjourned.
Wow, this is quite a meeting, huh?
Yeah.
Holy cow. Hey, when is it easy?
In a couple of years, you know, we hope. The old lights fixed and then it'll be easy.
So,
No. All right, thanks, Chris. All right, see you soon.
Yes. Nice job, Stu.
Thank you.
Yeah. Like, I can't believe you guys bailed on me at lunch there at the CBAC meeting. First time we ever gets a chance to have me eat a meal and you guys bailed.
I'm so sorry about that. I had to get back to the office.
yeah, I had to be someplace too by 2:30 or something, so.
Yeah, sorry. Eat my meal and I drove up and, my daughter's house and unloaded the first trailer and worked for 9 more days after that.
I guess after that second presentation, I was a little dozing off anyway.
Yeah, I was, I finished up, I got home Sunday night at 11 p.m. Yeah. I painted the whole upstairs. Really, I replaced all the lighting fixtures and ceiling fans.
Oh, man.
Put all fenced in outside. Yeah, you come down, hey, dinner's ready. Yeah, I'm halfway through the ceiling right now. So I come downstairs, we there, sitting there cracking beers with TV on, and it's like,
Nice house, though. They should-
Yeah, I see you get well.
Yeah.
It's just a toy.
Yeah.
Yeah, the arsenic system,
No, I was,
What is that, is that geology or is that?
That is geology, it's all rock related. We have it here in Connecticut, too, people just don't test.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and these things, Woodstock, Can Road in Franklin.
Wasn't there?
Levels were like 60, 80, 120 parts per million. Per billion. That's like, I think the drain one was 10, and then they dropped down to 1, so the first time, people just never test.
Somebody else.
You know, it's not
The second
required.
time you could have gotten.
So crazy or something, might even hurt potential carcinogens.
Yeah.
But it's something that major.
Yeah, that's what those.
Radium nuclides and radon, radium 220, uranium are really high. So they probably tested for all this stuff.
Yeah.
If they don't have treatments.
Yeah.
Arsenic is a big one, and all the North American states.
Yeah, it's a lot.
Yeah, so they got one faucet, they.
Yeah, right, yeah.
And they said they're gonna go on.
So it must be a reversal, yeah, it must be a reversal, it's most point use. Yeah, the arsenic systems, I can get you some information on it. There was a system that at the time, 3 years ago, was like 4,000 down, 300. It was like a sheet. Very low maintenance, you know, not a problem. Yeah, some of those businesses are pain in the ass. But, let me find out, and I'll let you know next meeting.
Yeah, I know she she talked to a realtor and she had a friend who's like a pharmacist friend who's.
Oh, you got that, right?
Oh, okay, so she.
Yeah.
He's the last one. That's not- They were. She's somebody. She got. Now she's. So she's only 10 minutes away from the home.
What's it taking you?
He's still gonna take it at work. Only there 2 days. a week,
All right.
2 hours.
Yeah, yeah.
What's important is what our.
See you guys. See you next.
Yeah.
If I don't see you before, then I'll see you at the end of the month.
Yeah, I understand.
Want to do 10, but I want to do more.
I'm really good at what I do.